Hi, everybody. I have definitely had the theme of stress in this remote workplace coming up over and over in conversations that I've had over the last few months, and how I can help and support your organizations or associations and so forth, or you personally. And I wanted to cover off, as part of this month's blog, of three areas that can really help you with trying to combat the stress and anxiety that so many of us are feeling. And many of those things come from ourselves, that we don't necessarily look to the outside or look to somebody else for the result or the activity. That we are actually controlling these things in our life and finding the practices that work for us. One of those practices is breathing. And it can sound so simple, but so many of us forget to breathe. That as we have tension in our day, we have so many things going on that our jaws start clenching, our body starts getting tight, and we just haven't relaxed. And just taking a deep breath can help to reset us. Taking a deep breath can also mean how we play with our breath. So there's been a lot of research in how we play with that breath on our inhales and our exhales, where we inhale again, and then slowly exhale. So we take 2 inhales and 1 exhale, and we can keep playing with those ratios. But as you start feeling the difference in your body, you'll start seeing that it can start alleviating tension, but also create more presence during the time that you are working or interacting with other people, whether that be in the workplace or at home. The second area is meditation. And a lot of times with meditation and just getting that mental clarity and being able to be present, it's very hard for us to do that ourselves. And so there are apps that we can download on our phone, or even pay for their services if you'd like, but there's a lot of free services out there that will help you with guided meditations. And meditation sometimes gets a bad rap that you have to sit there for long periods of time. You can do this for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever it is. But I would definitely suggest that you start small. I use Headspace. There's also Calm. I just did a podcast that came out on the Breaking Beliefs podcast with Tamara Levitt from Calm. She's the head of mindfulness. And just talking about the power of these guided meditations to help us not only during the workday to be more present, but also with sleep. And then the third one is just having an open mind. Many of us have, because of our expertise, because of where we are in our careers, we can have a very fixed mindset because we know how things should work or so forth. But we are living in a time of change, that there isn't predictability and there isn't one way to do anything. So it's important that in order to alleviate stress, that we're approaching conversations and relationships with an openness and awareness of when we start applying past stories or past feelings or opinions onto a current situation that might not be helpful. So when we can use these practices of breath, of meditation, of resetting before we go into this meeting, it allows ourselves to be more open in the conversation and maybe not too quick to judgment or too quick to an answer, and just observe how that conversation is going to go. When we try to think about these things, they're little practices, so try one, not maybe all three, and then add in, so that over time that you might see benefits in this in yourself, and how people start observing you from around you and the energy that you're creating with them as well.